Today I'm going to talk about consistency. What is it? Why is it important in your life? And how does it change the game for you on LinkedIn? Last weekend, I asked my dad what he wanted to do for Father's Day. And he said he wanted to play golf. And that's something I haven't done for a year. Easy. And to say it didn't go that well is an understatement. I didn't play well at all, lost loads of balls. But what do I expect? I haven't played for a year. Everyone that plays golf knows that you need to be playing at least once a week, twice a week, if you're going to be any use at all. So for me, just to rock up, after not playing for a year, I had no expectations because I knew I wasn't going to play well. I gave it my best, but the reality is I wasn't consistent in my game. On the other hand, about 20 months ago, I started going to the gym consistently. And this was primarily to help my mind because I've got such a busy life. But as you start seeing the results coming through and the changes in your body, you start feeling stronger. You keep pushing on. But how have I done that? I've done that by showing up to the gym consistently. 3, 4, 5 times a week. I probably haven't missed more than 2 or 3 weeks in that 20 months of going to the gym. I'm stronger. I've put on more muscle. I feel fitter. Why? Because I've been consistent. So why do we treat LinkedIn any differently? Every other aspect of our life, we try and be consistent. We try and be consistently good parents. We try and be consistently good friends. So LinkedIn shouldn't be any different. I've committed to doing a half marathon in September. Never done one in my life. So I went on ChatGPT and I asked it to develop me a 12-week running program that will see me get to half marathon in September, feeling fit and able to complete it. Did ChatGPT come back and say, what you do, Nathan, is you just run once a month? No, it said I need to be running at least 3 times a week. And why is that? Because consistency will get me to the goal that I need to get to. And that's the ultimate aim, so that I can then do the half marathon. So again, if you go on to LinkedIn and you just ask it, what is the most amount you should post in a week? Even LinkedIn will tell you, you need to be posting at least 3 times a week. And that's because they award people who are posting on their social media platform. I listened to the Diary of the CEO. Did he start off by being inconsistent? No. He puts out 2 or 3 podcasts every week. Do I look out for every one of them? No. Do I watch every one of them? No. But that's because not every one of them is my taste. And it's the exact same way you're posting. I had a guy that I respect massively that messaged me a couple of weeks ago and said, Nathan, love what you're doing. I'm really enjoying the different posting that you're doing, the different aspects, the different spin you put on things. But I'm just concerned that you're posting too much because I'm starting to see on some of them, you're not getting much interaction. But my answer to that is, I'm not posting for interactions because not everyone is going to like what you post. Prime example, I post about me and my kids going down to Blackpool. Look at the amount of interactions I get. Is that going to win me any more business? No, but what it does is it gives my following an understanding of who I am and what I do in my personal time. I post about me and my dad going to golf. Loads of interactions. Will it win me any more business? No, again, it just lets my channel know who I am and what I do in my spare time. I post something about my business. Is it everyone's liking? No, again, but I'm not interested in posting likes. Look at this video that I posted. We've only got a couple of interactions, but look at the number of impressions that I have. The impressions are what matters because I can then go through these impressions and I can find out who has looked at it, and then I can start putting stuff their way that I know that they like because that's what they're viewing. They're interested in what I'm putting out. I've had loads of lovely messages from people saying, I'm following what you're doing, it's all making sense, and it's actually helping me improve my LinkedIn journey. And that's stuff I'm putting out for free. The reality is that not everyone's going to like what you post. Everyone's too concerned about getting likes, comments, reshares. But if that's the name of the game, then that's all you'll ever do. But if you actually think about the audience that you've created and what they want to see, yes, you might not get 50 likes, 100 likes. You might get 2, you might get 3. And you can't be disheartened by that. Because, as I say, when I look at Diary of a CEO, do I watch all of his podcasts? No, because they don't all interest me. I've actually quite enjoyed playing around, posting every day, seeing what works, what doesn't. But the key metrics are how many people are viewing my profile, specifically new people as well. And in the last 2 weeks, I've had over 4,000 people view my profile. And these are far more interesting metrics to me than the amount of people that like my post. I've built up a huge network on LinkedIn. Does every one of my friends like all my new posts? No, because it's not of interest to them. They're seeing me posting every day. So not everything hits the spot. But with everything in life, if you're not consistent, then you'll never show up. And LinkedIn does not award you for not being consistent. I see far too many companies posting once a month or once in a blue moon. I spoke to a business the other day about this, and they totally acknowledge the fact that they don't post enough. But when they do post, they're expecting results. But it doesn't work like that. Consistency is the key. If I'm not consistent with my videos, is anybody going to watch me if I just post one once a month? No. Because I know the comments that I'm getting from individuals that people are looking for me to give them this advice on these videos. The key message for me here is, it's like everything. If you want to lose weight, you need to consistently eat good food and exercise. If you want to be seen on LinkedIn, you need to post consistently. Set yourself a little target. You're going to post once a week. Does it matter what you're posting? No. You're getting into the habit of posting once a week. If you're never posting at all, post once a month. Start small. Let's see how you get on. Not everyone's going to be consistent at posting on LinkedIn. Not everyone on LinkedIn is going to post all the time. But if you just make the small adjustments and start thinking about consistently posting, you'll see what will hit and you'll see what won't hit. But if you just post once a month, how are you ever going to know what hits? I try and be consistent going to my bed at 10 p.m. every night, but it's already 10:30 and I've missed that. So I should really practice what I preach. That should be my message. Elevate small biz. You run your business, we help elevate it.